Hey gang, number one Marmaduke fan here. I really enjoyed Exilium. Apart from just saying I really enjoyed it and you should get it, I just want to make a few brief comments. So let's take a look at the creative team. Ben Slabak, creator and writing. Solomon Farias, pencils and inks. So Farias' style, I think it's a great fit for sci-fi. He's got good detail work. The only thing I wish is there are a few panels where I wish he could up the dynamism. Like this is a pretty dynamic panel. We're like seeing the shoe as he's running away, and there's motion lines. I'll point out a few later where I thought he could like umph up the energy and the emotion of it all. Mark Simtez for colors. I think he does a good job of doing color separation, but especially on newsprint where there's going to be yellowing, I think everything needs to be pumped up. So black should be your richest black. No other color should come even close to black in terms of its value, and everything should be the intensity of the chroma should be brighter than you think it should be always if you're printing on newsprint. Anyway, that's my OCD-ness. This is a great book. It stuffs so much action into a single issue. It deals with some mature topics in a mature way that isn't political lecturing, while also kind of like hinting at real political themes. This is good sci-fi writing. So this isn't book. He was the guy in that little, there was a little mini story it came out on a Wednesday that gave a little bit of backstory to one of the side characters. This is another of the aliens, and pretty much we meet alien life. They're refugees. They just want to live here. They're starving to death. So we agree to take them in, and we get all their technology and their ships, pretty much. Then later, an evil alien race follows them here, and we're us and the first alien race are kind of in a fight together to survive. It's like Independence Day. It's like a lot of great classic humans versus aliens movies, except this kind of has the cool twist that there's a coalition between one alien species and the human species, and we're clearly like not doing so well. This is an example of a page where the colors are getting too dark. I'll just always like take off your glasses or squint your eyes, or just make an action in Photoshop to see everything in grayscale. Because when I squint my eyes, like I can kind of like barely make out her face, but a lot of things just run together and they don't pop on a page like that. This was an example of a panel where I thought they could kind of umph it up. So there's like this cool little like nerdy, black science girl who notices something and comes running. I think she kind of looks cute. Here, like, you don't need to show her, like, running slowly down the hall far away. Like, have one big panel of her bursting in at, like, a low angle looking up at, like, underneath her chin. And that adds some more, like, urgency to the whole thing. I felt like a dummy because I don't know anything about the Republic of Texas, but they reference Sam Houston and, like, the war for Texas's independence. So the point is that we're up against the superior foes, and they're picking us off. Why can't we just have like a major confrontation and just take the battle to them? Well, then we're going to get destroyed. So that's the problem they're in. There's some cool, like, there's a great transition of this, I don't know, like cool space pilot girl having a flashback to learning about the aliens when she was just a little girl. The cool, like, political thing is there was distaste for the aliens. People didn't want them on our planet. And it just feels realistic, and it feels balanced. Like, if alien life comes here, it's obviously a good thing for us to get their technology, and obviously that would create problems. And I don't know if I'd trust the government to solve the problem of integrating aliens into our society. I'd trust the free market to do that. Nothing's better than the free market. But these panels, though, I think are a much better example of like some oomph to it. They're having like the space meeting to plan how to fight the evil aliens, and so they get some exciting angles, they get some exciting details, and it's to the point. So they'll tell you they're making the plan. They don't spend 80 pages on them making the plan. They just kind of summarize things for you quickly. They summarize like the political situation for you quickly with aliens being oppressed. They summarize some of like the planning stuff. Okay, there's the I wonder if they're going to flesh out this guy more since he shows up here for just like a little gag. I don't know. We'll see in future issues. But I didn't quite get this. They quote Sun Tzu, which is interesting because it kind of relates. They pick quotes which relate nicely, like the morality of a war of self-defense to like our history and to the sci-fi aspect. So the Sun Tzu quote is, "Regard your soldiers as your children, and they will follow you into the deepest valleys. Look upon them as your own beloved sons, and they will stand by you, even unto death." Sun Tzu. So that's really getting at kind of the love and camaraderie of war. I don't get what the plan is with this girl flying out into space. I guess she's supposed to show them like the location of the enemy, and then she gets captured, and things don't go according to plan. This was another good use of integrating some quotes. The path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter till the full light of day. So it's a Bible quote, but it's being related to the visual of the sun rising. Let justice roll on like many waters, righteousness like a never-failing stream. Book of Amos. So it's sort of like the righteousness of their cause is the theme. A war for self-defense, a war for self-preservation, and the not only are there like rivers, but it's sort of like a river of troops going to battle for humanity's last hope. And they make fun of like Independence Day. They make fun of Spaceballs. This is like a good old classic humans versus aliens story. She runs around on the evil alien ship and tries to avoid getting caught. There's some cool stuff, like spaceships firing at each other. I didn't get if this was supposed to be the bad guy ship or our ship. It looks like human technology with the satellites and everything. So, but mostly I understood there's a big pile of them and there's a big pile of us. We got to navigate and take them out. And oh no, there's a lot more bad guys than we thought they were. So in one issue, we got world building. We got our main characters. We had a conflict at the beginning where they barely got out of it. We got all the planning set up for the main conflict. We hinted that we got to find the Exilium. And we had a big old epic space battle and some running around and shooting some guys. Excellent. A complete self-contained space battle story with it's a 6-issue limited series, so obviously you should read the rest of it to get the completion of the story, but this feels like a complete reading experience. I feel happy putting it down. I feel like I got like 2 or 3 excellent action scenes of me getting excited and getting into the thrill of it, some fun, like making fun of alien names, and it really does feel like like people with racial tensions coming together for a common cause, and I love that it's just subtly part of it. Excellent. So I'm looking forward to Exilium. I'll find more of it. I'm number one Marmaduke fan. I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, click the bell to receive notifications. Check out my Subscribe Star, and I will catch you later.